Dear listener, I may not know who you are. I don't know where you are in this vast world. But there is one thing I am certain of. You carry within you a heart that has weathered many storms, a heart that sometimes feels tired. I once met a woman. Her name was Elena, a name that sounded like a soft breeze. We met one rainy afternoon. She was sitting alone at the corner of a quiet cafe, her face still, her eyes distant, as if she were carrying an ocean inside her, one without a name. I sat down across from her. We didn't speak. We simply sat in silence. And then a tear slid down her cheek. "I'm just so tired," she whispered. Simple words, but in them, an entire sky of weight and weariness. She said, "I don't remember when I started pretending. One day, I just realized I wasn't feeling much of anything anymore. Smiling had become a polite reflex. Crying, a forgotten luxury. Speaking my truth felt risky, and keeping it all in hurt me the most." I listened. No advice, no comforting lies, just presence. Together, we sat through the rain and let the weariness drip away with it. Elena shared her story. She had always been the good girl, obedient, kind, careful not to upset anyone, always striving to be worthy of love. She grew into a gentle, generous woman, a great listener, always available to support others. But what no one saw was the loneliness she carried. She feared silence, yet also felt overwhelmed by noise. She feared being alone, but being around others drained her. She once said to me, "I feel like my heart is a broken house. People come in, stay when it rains, and leave, and I'm left behind, stitching the cracks back together." Elena hadn't gone through any major trauma, no dramatic heartbreak, no clear moment of collapse. She simply faded. Every day, her soul felt a little heavier, a little more distant. "I don't even know what I'm sad about," she said. "I just feel like I've lost the connection to myself." Then one day, she disappeared from social media. No more inspiring posts, no more late-night replies to friends, no more carefully crafted smiles. She retreated to a small cottage in the countryside, grew her own vegetables, read books by the window, woke up to birdsong, and each night brewed herself a warm cup of tea. At first, the silence made her cry, but slowly she began to hear things she hadn't noticed before. The sound of wind through the leaves, the rhythm of her breath, the beating of her own heart, quiet, yet faithful. And in one journal entry, she wrote, "I don't need to become anyone. I just need to learn how to love myself first." Healing isn't about forgetting. It's about staying present with what hurts. Healing doesn't come from outside. It begins when we tell ourselves, "Dear heart, I know you're tired, but you don't have to keep pushing." Elena began meditating each morning, just a few minutes. But those moments were the only time she didn't have to perform. Just her, with her breath, with her emotions. She stopped blaming herself for being exhausted, stopped demanding quick progress, stopped comparing her journey with others. She began writing letters, not to anyone, just to her own tired heart. She shared one letter with me. "Dear heart, I know you've been holding on for too long. I know you've shrunk yourself to fit into places that never truly welcomed you. But now I want you to soften. You don't have to be strong anymore. I'm here, and I will walk beside you, no matter how slow we go." And then one day, she returned. Not loud, not dazzling, but steady. Her eyes were no longer fragile. They held depth. and quiet strength, as if she had walked through her own darkness and found, inside it, a quiet light. She was no longer Elena for everyone. She was simply Elena, free, whole, and real. Dear friend, maybe you're somewhere along Elena's path. Maybe you don't know where to begin. Or maybe, like her once, you just need someone to say, you don't have to be perfect, just be honest, and I'm here to listen. So here it is, a letter for you, for the tired heart, for the quiet ache you don't tell anyone about, for the part of you that just wants to rest. You don't need to figure it all out today. You don't need to rush. You are not behind. You are not broken. Just sit, take a deep breath, place your hand over your chest, and whisper to yourself, I am not perfect, but I am true, and that's enough. Thank you for listening to this story here on Mindful Sanctuary. If you saw even a part of yourself in Elena's story, then perhaps this letter has found its way to the right place. You can always begin again, with one breath, one quiet afternoon, or one letter to your tired heart.